We know that the first response will be killing. They will kill us for that. There's a group of white right-wingers who are being trained by Jews in Pretoria to be snipers. Snipers. They are not training guns. In the EFF, we are training toy guns. They're dealing with real stuff. They are training in a farm in Pretoria. We know it. To be snipers. So we know that death is the first price we are prepared to pay.
If you want to start killing people, you better start early. If you want to start eliminating people and destroying their lives, you better start early. Because you know the fight and the revolution that has just begun is not going to end anytime soon. You know, this time around, this revolution that is taking place until we get the results, until we get what we are looking for. But if we are not yet there, we are not going to stop. And that is why you see people like Julius Malema standing boldly and speaking like this, because he does not fear anything. That is why people like Ibrahim Traore stands boldly on the podium and speak like he will never speak any other day. He does not fear to address anything. He addresses everything. Okay? You must get out. You must leave Africa, because Africa belongs to Africans, and we must retain our continent. We must take back our continent and take back everything that is in it. Death or no death, until the last drop of the blood. And that is why Julius Malema is speaking like this.
My view is that Donald Trump is contributing in this debate which is going on. And in the process of contribution, Donald Trump made a similar contribution that were made by white people, all of them, in the hearings, in the public hearings. Donald Trump is not saying anything we have not heard from white people in all the hearings. I even commented and said, I'm still to meet a white person who support expropriation of land without compensation. So why are you shocked? I see leaders of the EFF and everybody responding to Donald Trump. I don't have time for nonsense. I expected this. And more backlash is going to come. If South Africans are not ready to expropriate the land because they are scared of sanctions, they are scared of backlash, then don't vote for the EFF. Because you vote for us, we are going to expropriate land. And Donald Trump will come for us. And Britain will come for us. And EU will come for us. I said, and I said this throughout my life in the movement, that for everything good comes the pain before. If you're not prepared, South Africa, to take the pain, then forget about the land. Donald Trump has not said anything extreme. Things are still going to come. I hope the Zuma group in the ANC, which is supporting this thing, they know the consequences. We know the consequences. We know that the first response will be killing. They will kill us for that. There's a group of white right-wingers who are being trained by Jews in Pretoria to be snipers. Snipers. They are not training guns. In the EFF, we are training toy guns. They're dealing with real stuff. They are training in a farm in Pretoria. We know it. To be snipers. So we know that death is the first price we are prepared to pay. The second price we are prepared to pay for this land is poverty. They will close taps. But if there is a conviction, and not sloganeering and public opinions, then we must be prepared for everything. It's a war. We must be prepared for Donald Trump and all of them. We're not scared of them. We remain unshaken. Actually, we are more determined after the Donald Trump tweet to expropriate our land without compensation. There is no white genocide here. It's an absolute rubbish to say there is white genocide. There is black genocide in the USA. They are killing black people in the USA. There is black genocide here in South Africa. Black people are being killed all the time. A farmer has been sentenced to life now recently for having killed a farm worker. Imagine if it was a black person sent life for having killed a white person. It will be news all over. But this black person was killed and a white farmer sent to prison for long time in jail. It's once off reporting and it's done. There is no scientific evidence that points to any white genocide in South Africa. It's not true. And we're not scared of such things. We're not going to be distracted by anyone. Only death will stop us. Not Trump, not poverty, not sanctions. We have all of them in our mind. We know the consequences of what we're asking for. We know it. And it's not like we're going into this thing without knowing the consequences. So AfriForum is the embassy of the USA. If you want issues to reach USA, go to AfriForum. Then you shall get a proper response. But otherwise, AfriForum is nothing to us. We're not scared of AfriForum. We're continuing business as usual. We're not these Twitter revolutionaries who say all sorts of things about Donald Trump. If we were to say to them, all of them, let's go to the US embassy, none of them will come. They tweet from their comfort beds with bed heaters. So we are on the streets. We're fighting this thing on the streets. We are on the picket lines. That's why we're not shaken. We know this is what people want. And if there is anyone who's in this thing without knowing the consequences, then you are in the wrong place. Cyril, you could hear the man is in pain to explain these things in Parliament yesterday. He calls me Musima Imani because he's troubled. He can't even think straight. He's in pain. It is the most difficult thing to explain a policy you don't believe in. How do you say you must expropriate land and give people title deeds? Our people, and I will not disagree with them, if they were to have a paper like this called a title deed, they want to eat title deed. Here is a paper called title deed, yet you remain poverty-stricken. And here is a man with money who says to me, give me that paper, I give you the money to eat now. They will take the money. You are setting our people up for failure when you talk title deeds. Always in politics, you must ask the question, who's raising this and who stands to benefit from this? They are going to give our people title deeds. Our people are going to use those title deeds as surety, and they will not be in a position to pay the debt, and the white people will come and take those things. And the story that white people stole the land will disappear, because they will say, no, we took the land rightfully so because they couldn't pay us. They were owing us. So they are going to give you the land and come and buy it from you close to nothing, because you will not have money. You will need money now. He says the reality is that people who got the houses now and title deeds have not sold the houses. He must go to the RDP houses and go and look for the owners of the RDP houses. Yeah. They are not there. RDP houses are being rented out. The owners of the RDP houses went to squat somewhere. Why? They want to make money. They want to make money.
They have threatened many times to to kill him. And, there is nothing good when someone knows if you want to kill him, you'll just kill him. There is nothing there is nothing good like someone already knows you are planning to kill him and he has accepted to die. If you want to kill him, you go ahead and kill him. But he is not going to get off from the struggle that he is in. You can do whatever you want. If it's about eliminating him, you can eliminate him. But he is not going to drop out of this until something happens. Push until something happens. That's how it's called. This time round, Julius Malema is speaking. And the way Traore is also speaking, these two people, they're speaking, you see, they're demonstrating anger because Africans are angry. For everything that has happened to Africans are already angry. And Julius Malema is already showing out that he is also angry. Ibrahim Traore, he is angry. The people like Dr. Arikana and many other people who are exposing the bad things that the West are doing, they are angry. And we know all the plans. They would always come along and eliminate people or kill people whenever they're trying to fight for their country, whenever they are trying to fight for what is their right. Why are they doing that? They are doing that because they want to get something. They want to stay and to forever ruling Africa because they cannot live without Africa. They must live. Africa is what is funding their existence, and therefore they would go to an extent of eliminating people or killing people so that they can be able to stay in Africa, so that they can be able to continue ruling Africa and to continue having power over Africa and over Africans, over the land of Africa, because they know the land of Africa is what is giving them a living. And so we have decided you are not going to get anything from Africa without our permission as Africans. You are not going to get anything from Africa without following the rules of Africans. That is what Traore says. Traore says, we are ready to work with anybody. But first of all, are you able to follow and abide with our rules? Are you able to listen to what we want, to what we are asking you to do? That is the most important thing right now. First of all, we can work with you. We're ready to work with you. But if only you can be able to listen to us, to listen to what we are saying, to listen to what we are telling you. That is the most important thing. And that is what we are considering right now. Because we are having our countries and we want to rule over our countries, set our own rules, set our own guidelines, set our own principles, and you must follow those principles. Because when you come to Africa, you are coming to our continent. You have your continent. Everybody should remain to their land. Stay in your land. Let me be in my land. And let us have respect to each other. That is what we want. Because if we're not going to have respect within ourselves, then that means one person is suffering. And we don't want to live in a country where one person is suffering. No. We want to live in a country where everybody feels good. Everybody feels comfortable. That is the country we want to live in. You cannot come to Africa, you want to do anything you want in Africa for all the years. We cannot live under your rules. We cannot live under your captivity for forever. A time comes when, listen, when you're chasing someone, you will not chase this person until he gets home. He gets to a point when he feels like you've come too much. Even when you're chasing a dog will run, but a dog will get to a point when it cannot run anymore. It has now to turn back on you. So white men and Western supremacy, these imperialists, they have been chasing Africans, and Africans have gotten to a point when we cannot take that anymore. We can't take it anymore. We've got to a point of resistance, and we must resist. That is what we are doing. We must resist, and we are resisting. Come life, come death, come rain, come sunshine, we must resist. And at the end of the day, we must emerge winners, unless we die. If you want us to stop fighting and to stop resisting and to stop claiming for what belongs to us, then kill us. That's the only way you can stop us from fighting. But we are not going to actually drop off from this fight. If it's gonna get bad, let it get bad. Because revolution cannot come easily, and we know also freedom cannot come easily. We have already reset our mind that freedom will not come easily. And many places in the world, freedom came through guns. Freedom came through people dropping like their blood. People shed blood to be able to gain freedom. So you people are doing everything you want to do. You have taken advantage of us. You've taken us for granted for quite some time. You've been stealing from us. You are thieves, you know. You've been doing everything you want to do in this continent. You've taken everything. You've taken all the resources. You've taken, like, there is nothing you've left behind. You've been taking everything. But you know, Africa is blessed because the more you take, the more many other things keep on coming. So this is what we are saying. We must learn to respect each other. You must learn to respect me as an African, and I must learn to respect you as a Western person, as a white man. You respect me and I respect you. We need to live with respect because I'm willing to respect you. Are you willing to respect me? I'm willing to stop fighting. Are you willing to stop taking advantage of me? Are you willing to stop misusing me? Are you willing to stop? If you're not willing to stop, then I'm not willing. I'm sorry, I'll have to fight. And that is what Julius Malema is saying. It's okay if you're planning to do anything. It's okay. We know that is what you do best. Eliminating people because they are saying this, they are saying this. That's what you do best. When people try to speak the truth, you come in and make them look like terrorists, make them look like bandits, make them look like, you see, like Muammar Gaddafi was plotted. That he was a terrorist. He wasn't a terrorist. He was just a guy who was fighting for his country, for the freedom of his country. He was plotted. He was painted as a terrorist, and then he was eliminated. That's what you do best. We're ready for that. But at the end of the day, we must live peacefully in Africa, our country, our continent. That is what we are saying. And we are not going to go back forward ever until we get something, until we get what we want, until we get that freedom, until we revolve this continent, until we liberate this continent. I am the African Streamline. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time to be here, make sure you click the subscription box. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much. God bless you. My black brothers from Caribbean, from Africa, and from diaspora, you guys are great people. I salute you so much every time and every month. As I tell you every day, Africa is home, and anything that concerns Africa concerns me and you as African people. My black brothers everywhere, I salute you guys. Adios, muchachos. Peace.